So we are here in period 2. We're now recording. I'm going to show you how to do your works cited for your DIY DBQ. So you can use this if you're in period 2 to review. And period 5, this will apply to period 5 as well. So the first thing you want to do is go to haiku class. Click on the U.S. History unit. Click on the do-it-yourself DBQ. And then you also want to have your DIY DBQ doc open. So I'm going to show you how I would cite this source, and then I'm going to show you how I would cite a web page. All right, so EasyBib is a fantastic site to use for your website or for your works cited. We're going to click on EasyBib, and you're going to want to do your citation in MLA. That's the format we use here at Mountain View. The other formats, don't worry about. You'll learn those in college, depending on what field you go into. So the first thing we're going to do is click Database. All right. For this project, I want you to do your best with the works cited. I'm going to treat it kind of like a draft because we haven't, I'll be honest, we haven't spent enough time. I haven't spent enough time teaching this. The reason I want you to take a shot at it now is it'll help you do better in your senior year and in college. So I will apologize right here and now on record for not doing a better job with this. I want you to have a shot at it, and I'll give you some feedback for you to take with you. But really, I'm going to treat the works cited here as credit, non-credit. You do it, and you get reasonably close to what we're looking for, and you'll get full credit on the final of the DIY DBQ. So the database, there's lots of options. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to use photograph because I have a photograph. So I'm going to click photograph, and it's going to bring up a form that I'm going to use. Okay, I'm going to use the photo title. I'm going to grab the title. Now, then the fact that we have the web address here is very helpful. Because now I'm going to want to go to the actual page where I got this info. And notice that it's from the Library of Congress. So I'm going to put that as the collection. I happen to know that the Library of Congress is in Washington, D.C. If you don't know, if it says the name of a museum and you don't know where it is, just Google it. And then you can put the city. If you don't have this info, it's not the end of the world. The year created, though, is pretty important because that confirms that it's from the time period that we're studying. So we're going to go back over here and put 1939. I don't have a contributor. If you know who the photographer is, put that. But if you don't have that, it's okay to leave it blank. Scroll down. And now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put online database info. This is the digital history database. The date accessed is today. That's important because websites are changing often change. So if I go and look at this a year later, I know that I wasn't lying. I just know that the website changed. And then I also happen to know if I go to the home page, I should be able to find where this was printed. I'm sorry, where this was created. It's the University of Houston. So I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to put publication info, publisher, University of Houston. I don't need to put the city because obviously the city is Houston. And then I also have the year. The year would be 2016. Okay, so now let's see what this looks like. Create citation. And it comes up. Okay, this makes sense. So notice that it says NPAG. That shows that I don't have a page number. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to scroll down. By the way, when you have in your doc, you could put C worksheets for document analysis. Now I'm going to go insert, page break, center, works cited, enter twice, left align, and I'm going to paste. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Now, let me show you how I would use a website. If I scroll back up to my historical background, I got some of this from the web. So hang in there with me for another minute or so while I show you how to get info from a website. So this, for example, is the Britannica website for the presidential election of 1932. If you're citing a website and not a database, so you Googled something and it's not in a database, it's really easy. You go here and you paste the web address, and you click Cite It, and it gives you most of the information already. It tells you. You might need to look for an author. So for example, this is written by the editors. I don't need to put that. It's only if it was written by, like, Veronica Jones or something like that. And electronically published, I'm not sure what that means. So let's see here. Oh, yes. Okay. So this is electronically published, and let's see if it tells me when. Last updated 7/28/2014. All right, so that's the last step. 28 month, July 2014. Create citation. Copy. Now, when I paste this, I want to make sure it's alphabetical order. So N, and the start of this is U, so I'm going to paste it below. And then, oops, I want to highlight and left align. And there we go. And that's basically what it should look like. So what I would like you to do, I would like for you to do your best with this, and I will give you credit if you get a works cited done, and then I'll give you feedback on what it should look like if you make any mistakes. And that brings this lesson to a close.